came to Nighthawk first thing, there were a lot of people who had gotten in the line ahead of me. But even with not many people in line, it still took 45 minutes to get on. So even waiting a long time at the start, it was definitely worth it. Worth the wait. It's a good ride. Some people say this is shaky. I don't find it shaky at all. It was quite good. Some people say these final corkscrews over the water are rough. I did not find them rough at all. It was actually rode quite smooth. The whole ride was smooth. I got no problem with Nighthawk, except that extremely slow operations. That even with 2 trains running, it still took 45 minutes for a short line. I would definitely take this over the Superman, B&M Superman flyers. Going up the lift hill, it's more comfortable on your belly, but on the brake run, it's more comfortable being on your back, I think. Except you're staring at the sun, even though they have a little screen up there. It doesn't totally block the sun. But that line is gonna get ridiculous today. In fact, probably by the time I got off it, I imagine it was probably already an hour and a half. And then I came over and did a 15-minute wait for Intimidator. It's longer than 15 minutes now.
Cell phones must be stored in the car. Hands must be free to grab onto the lap bar while riding. Carowinds is not responsible for items lost or damaged.
I love how you can almost touch the track while you're going down that first loop. The corkscrew is the one inversion that you don't really get hang time on. You get great hang time on that cutback. The second loop is not as good a hang time as the rest, but you still get some. There weren't that many people in line for Afterburn, but it still took 30 minutes because they are on 1 train ops. Busy day at the park. Should be happy that I only waited 30 minutes for a ride that's on 1 train ops. But still, it should have only taken about 12 minutes for the number of people in line. I remember it being way more intense the last time I was here. This was kind of gentle. This did not feel like an intense invert today. I don't know, maybe I've just ridden Montu too much. Over the last year, I've ridden Montu so many times that I'm used to the crazy intense inverts. Afterburn didn't feel like much of anything. Especially the Batwing. I mean, Montu's Batwing feels like it's trying to kill you. This one was very gentle, like a kiddie ride. It's a busy park day, somewhat, but Intimidator, midday Intimidator is basically a 5-minute wait. No, Vortex wasn't bad. I rode it last time I was here, didn't think it was bad, and decided to give it another try. It's a little shaky, but it's a B&M. Of course it's a little shaky. But if you ride it right, get that perch down low. Don't be straddling the perch like right up against that area, you know what I mean? Especially you guys. You gotta get that perch lower. And then just grab the restraints, lean your head forward, you should be fine. Nice to see these classic rides still available in some places. Yeah, you know what I'm doing for last ride of the night. Is there ever any doubt? So no rewrite tonight, but still got last ride of the night in the front row again. So can't beat that. 4 rides today, 2 were in the front row. Yesterday, 3 out of 5 were in the front row too. I did get 1 back row ride today, and that solidifies Fury's better in the front. The first drop is better in the back. That's the only part of it that's better in the back. On that today, I was trying to get a couple on Nighthawk and get on Afterburn, which was the longest line in the park just because of 1 train ops and slow operations. So I guess I'm done with those. I can just do Copperhead Strike and Fury for the most part, and Intimidator tomorrow. Easily the top 3. Maybe try to get Firehawk, the number 4 best coaster in the park. Sorry, Afterburn, but it's true. So I did rope drop Nighthawk. Good thing I did. They're running 1 train today. If you want to ride Nighthawk, you got to get here first thing and get in line right away. Because it still took, I was on the 3rd train out and it still took 30 minutes. This line's probably already over 2 hours. Yeah, to all my Chick-fil-A fanatics at home, yes, I finally gave in. Use Chick-fil-A on my dining plan here. And it is nice and air conditioned in here. I may hang out here for a while.
And all I wanna do today is wear my favorite shades and
The Boomerang has a 45-minute wait. The old Arrow Looper has about a 30-minute wait, and Fury is a 5-minute wait. Like, what in the world? Yeah, Fury's not riding at its best today. It seemed faster on Saturday and Sunday than today. And also, it's rattly again today. Not as rattly as it was 3 years ago when I was here, where it was a real extreme rattle. This one is not quite as bad, but it's definitely noticeable. When I would say Saturday and Sunday, it was riding smooth. Today, I wouldn't call it smooth. But I think part of the reason why it's not riding as fast is because, for some reason, we don't have a grouper up there. And without a grouper, people don't know what to do. People who come to Carowinds are so used to having groupers on every single ride. They're used to getting told where to go. When they don't have someone telling them where to go, they don't know what to do. So it ends up being that got a lot of empty seats and even some empty rows. So without a full train, it's not going to ride as fast. But that last ride I just had, it was mostly full. It still seemed a little slow. I'm not sure why. Even the drop in the back didn't seem to have much of any airtime. The riding in the front seemed to have better airtime on the drop than in the back. That's weird. That's one strategy. Don't want to get a locker. Wasn't planning to catch that, but okay. But on the weekend, Fury's line is flying. I mean, they keep that line moving so quick. Not today. So it's starting to seem like the weekend is the time to come to Carowinds. That's when you're gonna have the shortest lines. That's weird. Done 4 rides in 45 minutes on Intimidator. They are crushing it with the operations. They are destroying Fury today. That was not my experience 3 years ago. 3 years ago, Intimidator's operations were slow and Fury was killing it. Not today. Fury's moving slow. And it's not riding that good today. What I like about their staggered seating trains that you get different types of airtime depending on where you sit in the train. In the back, you're gonna get some almost borderline ejector, but if you're riding in the front, you get airtime before you even get anywhere near the top of the hills as you're going along the course. So it's pretty cool that you can get different airtime wherever you're at. If you're sitting towards the middle, you get like this sustained floater throughout the entire hill, which is really cool. So it doesn't really matter where you get assigned because it's all good. While on Fury, you definitely want the front. Like I said, it's not riding the best today. The airtime is mild floater. It's just really weird because it was really strong on Saturday and Sunday, and today it's just mild floater, no matter where you sit. And it's more rattly, while Intimidator is riding very smooth. And I have not ridden this. I rode it once for the credit, and that was good enough. It is a headbanger. I see those heads pinballing. How can a kiddie ride be such a horrible headbanger? Well, I stuck out a rain delay and they got the rides back up and running again. Got a couple more rides on Fury. And yes, it riding more rattly today than the last 2 days. Kind of reminds me of why I hadn't ranked this as high as other people have it. So, is it my favorite B&M? It could be. It's tough, I don't know. Other people, it's no contest, but for me, it's debatable. Now, the rattle does take away from the ride a little bit when it rides rattly. Like I said, Saturday and Sunday it was smooth. Today it was not. Yeah, there are some issues with Carowinds and staff and things of that nature. I mean, nothing really major, but just little nitpicky things that kind of take away from the overall experience and may take away from my feelings on Fury too, so that can have an effect. Oh yeah, also a lot of times when you're at a park and it rains and you figure, oh, I gotta stick it out because if they get everything back open again, nobody will be here. Yeah, not the case here at Carowinds. Everybody sticks around. Everybody waits it out. And everybody's riding everything when everything opens back up, which is fine, but just something to note. I would say, based on my experience, that you should go to Carowinds on a Saturday. Saturday had the shortest lines by far. Sunday was a bit longer, and Monday, today, was crazy busy. I think that the weekdays are a terrible time to visit, especially Mondays. Mondays seem to be a really busy day at Carowinds. So, go on Saturday. Counterintuitive, but maybe that's why. Maybe everyone figures Saturday will be bad, so they don't go. Because I have heard, I did talk to a couple other people, and they were that come all the time, and they said that here lately, yeah, Saturdays have been dead and Mondays have been awful, and that was the case here. So guess you just never know.